Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Natalie. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. In today's video, I am going to be talking about propaganda that I am not falling for. Be sure to tune into my second installment of this video. My second installment will be propaganda I am falling for. If I'm looking down, that's because I'm looking at my notes for this video, so do not mind that, and let's get straight into this video. So, number one, the first thing, and I feel so passionately about this, is ageism. On both ends. Like, I don't like when younger people shame older people. I don't like when older people try to, like, well, in the reverse, my opinion, older people, where they're like dying to look much, much younger than what they look. So first, let's start with younger people shaming older people. I really don't like that because, for one, being alive is a blessing. The opposite of aging is literally death. So if you don't get older, that means you are no longer here. And aging is beautiful because that's not a gift everybody is promised. Some people pass away at 8. Some people pass away at 18. Some people pass away at 80. But everyone on this earth is not guaranteed 80 years old. So I really don't like that because, like, if, I don't know, you're 16 saying, oh, girl, you're old, to a 30-year-old, it's like, girl, don't you want to be 30? And then, girl, when you're 30, another 16-year-old is going to be calling you old. So I don't really like that. And then in the reverse, I really do not like when people get online and they're like, I'm 54, but I don't look a day over 25. Ma'am, you look every bit of 54, and that's okay. I don't understand why people don't want to look their age. And I don't understand this obsession of looking so much younger. Baby, you are not 25 anymore. You are well past that. It is okay. Why would, and then another thing, if you are older, why would you want to look so young? That's like, not necessarily weird, but the mindset is weird because it's like, girl, you're like 25 years past that. Like, why do you want to look 25 so bad? Like, why don't you want to look 60? There's nothing wrong with that. And then especially 60 doesn't mean you're gonna look like a freaking, like, dead in the face, you know? 60-year-olds look really good if you take care of yourself. If you exercise, if you drink water, you know, if you don't do drugs, you don't drink, you're gonna look fine at 60. You're not going to be like wrinkled and like a raisin. So I really don't get that, especially in the Black community. That is like a big thing. Black, and I'll say Asian as the second, because, you know, Black don't crack for Black people and Asian don't ration for Asian people. I kind of don't like that, which y'all are probably going to drag me for this, but those sentiments honestly are kind of classist to me. And I know y'all are going to come for me when I say that, but it is true. Like, just because you're Black, just because you're Asian, that does not mean you're going to look 15 for the rest of your life. That does not mean that. You know, like I said, if you do drugs, if you drink, you're going to look old. If you don't take care of yourself, you're going to look old. But also, if you live in a high stress environment, or if you are very stressed out, even if you are 30, you're going to look old because you're stressed out. And the reason I say that's kind of, I believe I call it classism. The reason I say that is because everybody's situation is different. And I don't know, I kind of just don't really like that. Like, yeah, it's a joke. It's really not that deep. But when you kind of do look into it that deep, it is kind of that deep, honestly. So yeah, when you do look into it, it is that deep. And I don't know, I just don't really like it. Like, I do say it sometimes as a joke, but it's like, girl, like, what? Especially if y'all saw, I believe, like, over the summertime, it was like a big debate on TikTok. Like, a lot of millennials were coming out saying, oh, I'm 35, but I don't look a day over 19. And then they got dragged because it's like, girl, yes, you might not look 35, but you look every bit of 30. That's like the same age range. I just don't understand this weird obsession of wanting to look so much younger. Like, to me, aging is a blessing, and I just don't understand. Like, you are literally, this is God's gift to you that you are 35. Why do you want to look 19? Like, I just don't get it. I understand, you know, like, youth is like a thing a lot of people want to hold on to. And I'm not saying like, oh, that's what I said. It's not really weird to want that, but I think to want it so badly is a little weird. It's like, girl, what's wrong with looking 30, 40, 50? What's wrong with that? Why do you want to look 15? Like, girl, you ain't been 15 in 30 years, girl. I don't understand. Like, let it go. To me, that's kind of why it's weird. It's like, let it go. Let it go, please. You will never be 15 again. I'm sorry. You're 50 now. Let it go. Okay, my next two are kind of going to piggyback off each other. The first one is naming kids junior, and the second one is naming kids with the same letter. So for one, I do not like when people name their kids junior. I mean, I'm not judging. It's not my child, so I don't really care. But I don't like that because I feel like every child needs to have their own identity. And they can kind of get, it's already, especially if you are successful, whether, you know, your sibling is successful or your parent is successful, you already have pressure to live up to that standard. So having the same name, I feel like it's kind of on the same like wavelength. Like, it's just so much pressure to live up to that. And it's like, no, I am my own person. Give me my own name. Also, to piggyback off of that, I kind of feel the same way when parents name siblings the same letter. Not to the same extent as the whole junior thing, but still, like, I do think it is cute, but at the same time, it's like, let people have their own identity. You know, we don't have to have Sarah and Sam and Samantha, you know, kind of the same names, but I couldn't think of a whole bunch of S names. But, you know, like, no, let it be Sarah and Lily and Emmanuel, you know? The fourth thing on this list is so big. Red pill content. And then also the reverse of that, I guess divine feminine would be like the female version of that. Hold on. Guys, I am so sorry if you've been noticing that my camera slightly shifts. I am working with a new tripod and I'm still getting adjusted to it, so please do not mind that. I quickly went to rewatch the footage and I don't think it's that bad, so I'm not going to re-record that, but please do not mind it and let's keep going. So, my fourth point, red pill content for men, and then for women, I guess it would be divine feminine or dating coaches or, you know, just all of that. I really cannot stand it. Baby, I am tired. I don't care to play all these games for what a man would like. Men should not care to play all these games for what women would like. It's tiring. It is so tiring. At the end of the day, you want someone who will want you for you. Baby, if that's the whole point of being yourself, if you pretend to be someone you're not, it's like, yeah, you might get them. You don't know. You might. But then it's like you can never come out of that character because they like the fake version of you, not the real version. And baby, you cannot hide. I think you can hide, like they say, like for 3 months you can hide. But after that, your real self comes out because it's impossible. You can't hide forever. I'm trying to be aware. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, so some of the points I have written down is I don't care how conservative you want a woman. I don't care that you want a traditional woman to cook and clean and do all this extra stuff and, you know, just shut up because you pay the bills. I don't care. And for women, baby, I don't care that you're a trad wife. Like, I just don't care. I don't want any tips. I don't want any advice. Shut up, please. Because every 3 days we have the same conversation. 50-50. 50-50 just for the bills, then 50-50 for housework. It's like, just shut up, please, please, please. Everyone, please, I am literally begging you, do what is good for you. Do what you were raised to do. Or if you don't like how you were raised, change it, but don't follow what Keisha says on the internet, because baby, you're not Keisha. And don't follow what Tommy says, because baby, you're not Tommy. Like, I don't understand. And then especially having these conversations online, a lot of people are in different tax brackets. So it's like y'all are trying to listen to what Drake says. And it's like, baby, Drake is a billionaire. So you could never do what he does. So it's just like, please, just shut up, please. I can't, please. Another thing is, I don't want to rate how fine I am. Well, like, the video that inspired this content is, I saw this video, and in the video they were like, there's a difference between beautiful, pretty, and cute. And it's like, please just shut up. Or it's like, everybody can't be a 10, so you gotta rate yourself 1 through 10. Shut up, please, just shut up, please. Like, you know, these are fun conversations to have when you're like in high school and when you're in college. But as grown women and men, it's like, please shut up. Like, and then, yes, you do need to be attracted to somebody, right? But looks really are not everything, because as a lot of you might find out, or a lot of you might know, really attractive people are boring. They have no personality because their entire life they've only had to lean on them being pretty. And or if they do have a really good personality, they might be players because they're pretty and that's all they've had to do their entire life. You know, not everybody, of course, but pretty isn't the only thing. Baby, pretty is not going to help us get through conflict. Pretty is not going to help take care of the household, you know? So just nobody cares. And then another thing, I am not doing 50 things to find my husband. Baby, like, yes, we can all improve. But baby, if you don't like me for me, baby, me doing whatever is not going to make you like me for me. And I'm just so tired. Can we please find another topic to talk about? Like, it's honestly draining to hear these conversations. Like, oh, I am tired. Okay. The next topic is SW, and if you are on TikTok, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Also known as 304ing. I have a whole other video on this, so I'm not really going to go into depth because that video, I am doing my research for it right now and I cannot wait till it comes out. But baby, there are other ways to make money. Like, please at least try in life. Try. Go work at Amazon. Go work in an office. Go be a receptionist. Go get a degree. Why is being a 304 your first option? Baby, that, to be honest, I don't believe that should be an option at all. But if it is an option, it should literally be your last option. Like, talking about A, plan B, plan C, baby, that need to be plan Z. What are we talking about? That doesn't even need to be on the forefront of your mind. Like, literally, on a list this long, really, it needs to be like below the last option. Like, desperation. Again, I don't agree with that, but hey, y'all are not me, I am not y'all. Please just make it your last choice, because baby, there are so many ways to make money. I mean, now is literally the easiest time ever to make money through social media. Yes, it is not easy, but baby, there's so many options before you go. And that also is any type of, because you know, SW is a broad scale. You know, it's not just, and you know, I have to censor myself for YouTube, so bear with me, but it's not just laying on your back. Everybody thinks that that's only what it is, but it's not. It's being midnight ballerinas. It's on the Blue app. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know, it's very different ways. It's not only just laying on your back. That's not the only way. It's a very broad scale of things. And I think that whole broad scale should be your last option. Like, no, go, baby, please. Okay, winding down, my next one is being quiet or soft-spoken. Baby, everybody can't be like talking like this and just very like, like, girl, no, I am loud. I'm sorry. I was raised in a family that's loud. I am loud. Now, I do understand there's a time and place, you know, inside voice, outside voice. But baby, literally everybody can't be soft-spoken. Just like everybody cannot be a nice person, you know, like, I'm sorry. I feel like I can't fake it. Like, obviously, I'm not going to be inside a church and just be, ah, ha, ha, ah, ha, ha, ah, ha, ha. But also, if we're outside, I'm not just gonna be like, I did it. Like, no, let's cut it. And my last propaganda that I am not falling for is having your significant other or your friends or your family consistently on your channel. I have no issue with, you know, because I do want to meet the people in your life. Like, oh girl, who is your partner? Who are your friends? Who are your family? But at the end of the day, I subscribe to see you. I didn't subscribe to see you, your man, your best friend, your cousin, every single upload. Like, girl, what? I came to see you without every upload. It's you and your friends. Like, I'm sorry, but to me that is so annoying, and I will unfollow you or unsubscribe so quickly. And it's not me being a hater. It's just, girl, like, I came to watch you. I don't want to see Tom, Dick, and Harry. Like, no, baby. Once in a while is fine. Like, you know, if you're doing a cute little video or every few videos, that's fine. I have no issue with that. Or if I do have an issue with that, if it's every few videos, I'll just skip until it's you again. But every video, it's you and somebody else, like, baby, no. I'm sorry. Cut it. No. Okay guys, and that is the end of my video. Let me know down in the comments below, what are some propaganda that you are not falling for? Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video, and I will see you next time.